were fallouts, we've been up, down, but I blame myself. There's no doubt we're back up now. Who knows why we fell? Pulling, pushing, holding on for something. The blue sky is coming, 'cause we're still here. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. It's something we don't need to understand. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. Let's just go, no, we don't need a plan, 'cause I feel the love. There were rough seas where we barely even knew ourselves. There's a cool breeze as the air clears. I don't know well. Pulling, pushing, holding on for something. The blue sky is coming, 'cause we're still here. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. It's something we don't need to understand. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. Let's just go, no, we don't need a plan, 'cause I feel the love. 'Cause I feel the love. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. It's something we don't need to understand. Oh, I feel the love, yeah, I feel the love. Let's just go, no, we don't need a plan, 'cause I feel the love.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the University of Manitoba Collegiate stream. I am Johnny Esports, your play-by-play caster today. I am joined by Wes Rambo. Say hello, Wes.
How you doing?
Good. We're here to watch University of Manitoba face off against Illinois State University and see what these two teams are able to bring to each other and bring to this matchup. We're excited and I'm ready to go. I haven't showcasted for U of M this year. I did last year, if people remember, but I'm excited to be back here again.
Yeah, and I'm more or less a rookie, so I'm excited to get into this, man.
I'll bring you along, rookie. I'll be double lift, and you could be.
And I'll be Ole. Yeah,
you'll be Ole.
Yeah, I'll be the most wholesome color caster in the world.
I love Ole, by the way. That's
honestly, so do I.
But enough about the LCS and more about the teams here today. Again, if you are unfamiliar with the Illinois team, we're going to introduce some of them and talk a little bit about what they might be playing against our University of Manitoba brethren, I guess we'll call them.
Our brethren, our kin.
Our kin. So we have a couple members on this Illinois team that look potentially one tricky.
I've been looking at their op.gg, and they look like they're either just spamming something to climb in solo queue, or they really are one. we'll see what happens if the U of M team has scouted that out and what kind of preparation they've done. Because if they, for instance, ban Nunu against the jungler Spellweaver, the Illinois jungler, it looks like he might not have that many options. And there is the Nunu ban coming in right off the bat. Just so we'll see what Spellweaver does in reaction to that. I was seeing a lot of Nunu on that op.gg. So the Janna banned away.
Yeah, the Janna bound away from Mel Life. I've seen her play it a bunch, playing around at the local baseline scene and stuff. So that's smart done by the enemy team here. We're gonna call. I guess we're allowed to be a little biased, right? We're 4 years.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're the U of M stream. We can bias a little bit, but we've got some support bands coming in. The Riven band coming in. I did see a lot of Riven from Harrisim on that op.gg. So that's gonna be what I'm basing a lot of this analysis off of during Champ Select. So that Riven gone away, and we'll see how that support matchup shakes up, because this is three support bands already. Yeah. So these supports are getting targeted, and we're going to see how that shakes out in the bottom lane.
I always think Tahm Kench bans are really, really interesting, mostly because you want to get rid of Tahm Kench because you're looking to lock someone down, and like Tahm Kench just completely counters that. So I'm really interested to see what U of M is picking here based on that.
Yeah. I mean, I always ban Tahm Kench because I just hate playing against him. So that could be it. We'll see if they
playing as Tahm Kench. I like eating people. It's hype. Yeah. It's just like I get so excited. I'm like, I got 3 hits. Need one more. Let's go. Man. Eat them.
You and I are sworn enemies in solo queue, my friend.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll 1v1 you. I'll play Tahm Kench.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the first phase of banning has come through. We see the Jarvan picked most likely a jungle pick for that, and I noticed that he plays a lot of carry jungles. He is going to go, if he gets ahead, he's going to go for that assassin Jarvan build with the Dust Blade, with lethality, and that could be extremely powerful if that Jarvan gets ahead. Responding to that, we've got a Sejuani coming in, really good in the jungle, even after the nerf, because we're on the current patch. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
And even after the nerf to her mobility, which is that nerf on the Q, she still has a lot of pressure in the jungle. She's so hard to kill. She does so much damage early, and that Sejuani pick is going to be rough against Jarvan. Yeah,
exactly. The hovering over now their next pick here. They're looking to build a big front line, it looks like, this Illinois team.
Yeah,
so lots of front lines.
Lots of engage, lots of CC. We're looking at team fight. We're looking at team fight strength here for the Illinois squad. So we'll see what the response is.
That's one of the best things you see kind of at this like collegiate level of play, I think, is the best kind of teams come together just like, let's just team fight better than the other team, because you're not seeing the very sparing differences in individual players trying to just dominate the lane, unless of course someone is just like a diamond player and there's some silvers in the team. But if you're at around skill level, like even if you're below a skill level, if you just pick a better team-fighting team, sometimes you can get away with winning that one major team fight that goes to win the game.
Absolutely. Even if you get behind, we're not looking for a lot of solo kills in lane, a lot of wave control in lane. We're not looking for a lot of plays. We're looking for how they play together as a team, because that's what's really difficult about getting a team together, is getting that communication down, getting those team fights going, getting that synergy going. So that team fight composition definitely could work out. We see the Orianna coming in to try and counter that, try and get them grouped up, and the Kog'Maw, which is hyper carry, as we know. So
yeah, everything looking like they're looking to center around a little bit of that Kog'Maw. Jarvan can peel for him. Orianna, obviously, with a bunch of shields, and that ultimate could be a lot to work with for this University of Manitoba team to continue that, as we see the Malzahar pick being now picked by Illinois.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Malzahar versus Orianna matchup, pretty standard, pretty much a skill matchup. Probably not going to see that much action until, obviously, level 6, where Malzahar can get in on that Orianna and get the ult down. Combined with the Sejuani, that's some serious lockdown. And you already see the cleanse being hovered for Storm skills.
Yeah. And interesting thing, too, the U of M not picking the support yet. After getting a little bit of bans from there, that's going to be really pinched. Lulu gets banned out, top tier support right now, I really believe. Would have really helped that Kog'Maw out. But yeah, that is currently gone, while U of M now has banned Tristana.
That's right. Yeah, the Tristana ban. Braum also coming in for that. That's a very highly prized pick by Rabbit Squirrel. He plays a lot of that champion, and so we're going to see some serious engages. Another support ban. The supports are just not allowed to get into this. Eh? I mean, who's left? Like we got who's left for supports?
I would see something spicy like a Zyra come out, or something.
Zyra might be
damage.
Fun.
I think you're likely to even see a Soraka, though, to be completely honest at this point.
Yeah.
That
We're
would
looking
be
at a
another thing that
Kog'Maw.
helps protects the Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
It would be something I would be kind of thinking of, but I would love to see, as someone who plays a ton of mage supports, I would love to see the Zyra or the.
It would be fun to see Xerath coming in, see some Vel'Koz. I'm looking for maybe an Alistar to protect that Kog'Maw further. I mean, we've got sort of a protect the AD carry comp being set up for the U of M side, and the Orianna, the Lux coming in, a bit of shields, a bit of damage, kind of gives us the best of both worlds in a way.
Yeah, I'm personally not a gigantic fan of Lux in general, but whatever.
We'll see.
I guess, it is that middle ground, I guess, of being a shielding with damage, but it looks like now is switching over to the Taric. Great choice, actually.
I think the Taric is an amazing choice. It really works together with what they've got. They've got some engage. They want to peel for Kog'Maw. It's really shaping up for the U of M team, and I like what they're doing. The Jinx coming in to match that hyper carry scaling of Kog'Maw for the Illinois team. And that is just another pick that's going to pop off in team fights if you let her. So we've got to watch how these team fights go and watch how the engage comes. Camille, a very prized top laner right now. And Camille coming in was they had to pick their top laner first. Illinois now with a chance to counter, and we'll see what they do. We still see Jax open. Top laners are open, so it could be anyone. It could be Ornn. I know we've seen some.
I was about to say, even post nerf, Ornn still feels like a really, really strong. Fits in a team called with another team fighter. But there's the Jax. They go for the Jax just for the direct lane counter.
Yep, for the duelists, for the dueling, and Jax technically outscales Camille in the split push. He'll be able to fight her once they're full items. But Camille's got really great lane presence, and Jax is going to have to outplay her in order to stay even in that lane.
Yeah, definitely. So here we are with our team comps. A little more damage coming out of the University of Manitoba. A little more team fight coming out of Illinois. Looking at these two team comps now, what are you thinking will be the advantages, and what does U of M need to do to win this game?
So both of these teams are trying to protect their AD carry. They're trying to scale up. Both of these teams have got scaling comps. But what U of M needs to do is use that Jarvan early game to get those early ganks. He's so powerful in the early game with that knock-up combo, and he's got so much damage. They want early game pressure to relieve pressure off this Kog'Maw so Zev can scale up and pop off in those team fights. Meanwhile, Illinois, I think, basically want to do the same thing. Sejuani's so strong. Sejuani and Jarvan meet in the jungle. It's close, man. It's really close. It could go either way depending on how the lanes respond and how well they play, how they outplay each other and stuff like that. So we're definitely looking at that jump to get these teams snowballing, get that pressure, and get those AD carries going.
Yes, definitely. So we do have a little bit of a spectator delay, and while we're waiting for that, I do want to mention we do have a giveaway, an RP giveaway going on for the stream. So basically, in order to enter that, you just have to interact with us. Be hyped in Twitch chat, get on our Twitter account, get hyped about our Twitter, everything, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, right back here on Twitch. And basically, we'll do a draw and figure out who the winner is there. We will state that, if you are part of U of M helping the stream and all of that stuff, you are not eligible to be in part of the giveaway. I've been told, no, Johnny, you cannot win this RP. And I'm like, damn it.
Johnny tried so hard to get in on that
I
RP
tried to
prize,
rig it,
but it's not happening, man.
I tried to rig it. So let's just put that on the table now. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so send those messages in Twitch chat. U of Manitoba Collegiate, twitch.tv/, and then on the bottom in that stream description, you can find our Twitter, find our Instagram, find our Facebook, and be active on those and get your chance to earn some free RP, you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, basically everything. Yeah. So everyone in chat, while we're here, sitting here waiting for a little bit longer, who do you think is going to get first blood here? What's going to happen? Is it going to be a mid lane solo kill? Is it going to be the jungler making things happen?
Yeah, am I wrong about that, Jarvan? If Jarvan gets first blood, is he going straight into Duskblade? What's going to happen, you guys? Let us know in the chat. Let us know how much my analysis is failing or succeeding.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So again, if you are just tuning in to the stream, we are University of Manitoba playing against the Illinois State University. Over on the University of Manitoba's team in the top lane, we have Harrison playing on Camille. In the jungle, UMB Slade. At mid, we have Storm Skills. Over at AD carry, we're playing Zev, and at support, we have Mel Life. And if you want to introduce the Illinois team, go for it.
Yeah, the Illinois Redbird Esports Black JV team. We've got Daniel in the top lane on Jax, Rabid Squirrel in mid on Malzahar, the Spellweaver jungle on Sejuani, Rampor the Swift, AD carry on Jinx, and Sheila support on Braum.
Yes. So exciting stuff happening in both these two teams. So we still have a little bit of time before we are jumping into the game. Again, you were talking about the potential snowball going on that could potentially happen with these junglers and stuff. But I want to look over the bot lane. I play a lot of bot lane. So
sure.
In terms of this lane matchup, what do you expect coming out of the Kog'Maw Taric versus the Jinx Braum lanes?
Yeah, good question. So the Braum is obviously stronger early game with that passive and with that CC. Taric really is great in team fights, but definitely loses out to Braum in that support matchup. And Jinx also really nice early game damage, especially if you can get that stun off. And that also we're playing on the latest patch 8.3 where Kog'Maw's percentage health damage has been nerfed. So he won't be quite as effective with that percent health damage. And I think it's going to hit his early game pretty hard.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at Jinx and Braum at the Illinois bot lane squad to come out ahead on this matchup.
Barring jungler interference. But
exactly. That jungler matchup is very volatile. You never know. But if it's in a straight up 2v2, Illinois takes it. So the U of M has definitely got to be careful here. They've got to play back. They technically outscale, I think, still, even with the Kog'Maw nerfs, that Kog'Maw just with the Rage Blade at the end and the on-hit damage just goes crazy against this team. And you've definitely got to just play back, play safe, try to get into the team fight phase and get that Taric ult in so that you can snowball off those team fights.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing to note too, if you don't know, if you haven't been paying too much attention to patch notes, Jinx did get that bit of a change with how her resets works.
That's right.
She can get a kill in a team fight. She can go basically infinite with her attack speed and go super, super ham. So that's going to be something that U of M are going to want to be careful about, not being low health anywhere around Jinx, because she gets one kill. She's basically, it's almost like a Katarina snowball from there. You're getting everyone else on the team. So a lot of potential for Rampor the Swift to carry here, but there is a lot of protection and a lot that U of M did well in this draft. I like the draft from both teams, to be completely honest.
I like this. It's going to be an exciting game. These team fights are going to be so crazy, and that's awesome. The Malzahar, I want to take a look at some of these keystones, these runes, and Malzahar going with the spell book, which is pretty common even after the nerf. I think the spell book's the strongest on Malzahar, just for the summoner spell cooldown, for being able to start off with that aggressive heal or that defensive heal in lane, and then being able to switch on to teleport or ghost later on for those team fights and for those split pushes. Yeah,
and Spellbook, it got nerfed a little bit, but I don't even think they went far enough, to be honest. I think they basically went, people were just taking it just for the cooldown reduction on summoners.
Yeah.
But I honestly think switching a teleport and switching to other things back and forth is actually
crazy,
insane.
Man. It's crazy on Malzahar. Plus, you still, if you build Lucidity boots, you still get end up with 25% cooldown on your summoner spells. Flash on Malzahar is just, you are going to be looking for QSS on every member of this team potentially if he starts getting ahead in lane. The thing about that is that the mid lane matchup here is actually probably favorable for Orianna, if just a little bit, because Orianna can easily, she's got long range auto attacks. She can easily break that spell shield that Malzahar has.
Yeah.
And therefore she can get some damage on him. Early game, she outtrades him, and so we're going to be looking for that Orianna to pressure him, push him in lane until he gets that mana regen and that lost chapter and starts being able to push her in. So we want to take a look at that mid lane matchup, although it may be just Orianna pushing in and Malzahar pushing in and not much action until level 6.
Yeah, we'll have to see where that kind of ends up. Currently, both teams are just sitting at the line of scrimmage. No one taking any risks. Yep. So everyone is just looking to get this game started and getting the things on a roll. Back to the Orianna, I want to quickly talk about. You mentioned early she's got the early on is a little bit of advantage, but of course Malzahar does bring a lot of ability to push the lanes on Orianna once the game gets a little bit later. So yeah, that will be a very, very interesting matchup to look between the two as that kind of shifts at around level 8 or so.
Both junglers starting at the blue buff, safe spots, probably not going to run into each other for a little while. So we're just going to see that Camille go back to lane. Everyone's going to know where the junglers are starting, no fake leashes or anything like that. So not much jungle pressure in the first couple levels, most likely. Jarvan going to the wolves, Sejuani going to the wolves. Pretty standard jungle starts here, really safe. And just some trades. Jack's going a little bit ham on this Camille, but just a couple of trades coming in there, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we're just seeing the two teams trade back and forth like it kind of normally would at this point in the game. Right now, everyone is respecting each other and not going too hard here, but yeah, just some little damage. Bot lane has picked up level 2 for the Illinois side first, and so far unable to use that to take any sort of damage. So yeah, both teams pretty much just playing it more or less safer.
A nice chunk of damage there on Malzahar. Definitely pushed under his tower, as I thought, and Orianna was able to do some serious damage with that Arcane Comet. Also, we've got Camille on the Arcane Comet, which is what I've been seeing lately. Offers a lot of poke in lane, allows her to push in on Jax early, and allows her to get some damage, which is what she wants to do.
Exactly. 3 minutes in, we're looking at seeing the Jarvan over in the bot lane. He's kind of invaded a little bit, potentially going to get in there. Some damage being traded over between the two top laners here. That Jax is going real low. And here comes the Sejuani. Flash coming in. Camille's going to pick up first blood, but let's see if the Sejuani's going to be able to at least trade it back.
I think it's
over.
over.
Like it's going to be able to happen, so they're going to trade that back. But again, first blood going over to the Camille.
Definitely, and it's good. Technically, the gold's pretty even because assist on Jax, but that Camille, Sejuani's going to have to stay up there because that Camille is going to be really strong. Let's look at what the items are here.
Yes, everything kind of keeps going on. That Camille is something that could potentially really snowball very hard, so something Illinois probably wants to eliminate, but we currently have a pause on screen, unsure of the reason why currently, so we'll wait to see if we can figure out about that. But yeah, like we were just saying, huge kill for Camille to get basically by herself. She does get traded back. Sejuani, whatever, picks up a kill, but you're not really going to worry too much about that if you're University of Manitoba.
Totally. Real quick, Johnny, can you give me a little rundown on how to bring up the items and the...
Hold tab.
Hold tab. And oh, there we go. Yeah. Just like in a normal game. How about that? Like I said, you guys, I'm a rookie, so we're just going to keep going the way we want to go here.
There's actually a button to toggle it, and I forget what that is. If someone in the chat remembers what the actual toggle button is, let me know because I don't remember.
Yeah, tab is fine. And is there a way to switch that to the gold count at all, or are we can see the gold up top? I can't see the gold between individuals. That's okay. We can look at the. And as you can see, that gold lead definitely getting ahead for the U of M squad. They have got some CS leads, it looks like, and obviously they had that first blood, so that is coming in there. That's, by the way, 23 to 15 in the bot lane. That Kog'Maw already able to really succeed, and I think Jinx has been missing a few CS. I think Rapport the Swift maybe getting pressured by that Taric, potential Taric stun, and U of M showing that the Kog'Maw's still strong in lane.
Yeah, exactly. They were able to get some good trades off and were able to eventually take that to have a CS advantage. So good job by Zev and Mel Life to continue putting up pressure while keeping this lane in kind of a relatively safe spot so they aren't going to be super ganked early on.
Definitely. Another trade going down the top lane. Jax has definitely got to be careful now. Daniel's definitely got to be strong. With the double Dorans going on. The stopwatch for Jack. Oh, no, there's no stopwatch. The stopwatch for Camille, pardon me.
Yeah.
Still not up. Also for Malzahar, still not up. That'll be another minute or so.
Yeah, that happens at the 6-minute mark.
That's right.
For those that do not know. So that'll be interesting to see potentially if they're going to use that offensively or defensively. I like using it offensively for dives and such, so we'll see what this team ends up using it for, but certainly it's not something we're worrying about yet. Camille still putting on tons of pressure over the top lane as Jax is not able to do a whole lot.
Yeah, definitely. Although Jax able to stay even in CS so far, which is definitely very good for Jax. You're not expecting to win that lane early. Stay ahead in CS is all you can really ask for. Now, the mid lane, on the other hand, there is a double CS advantage for Orianna right now. She's got 44 to 23, so that's basically she's a kill ahead or more just from that CS lead. So that's going to be, we'll see how that pans out and if Jarvan can come up there and help her snowball that lead a little more.
Yeah, so definitely a good job in lane by everyone on University of Manitoba just creating those kind of leads. And yeah, maybe the CS is about even at top lane, but it is the trade of a kill. And a lot of health is gone from the Jax already, so this is another all-in being put on by the Camille, and she's going to pick up her second kill of the game.
That is not fun for the Illinois team, the prospect of that fed Camille going up, and Malzahar coming in, trying to stop the back, is able to do so. Yeah, Camille getting a lot of damage on that turret. Jax used the teleport, Rabbit Squirrel, or Daniel used the teleport earlier, but we got Sejuani coming in.
Yep, Jax coming in, and there's a bunch of damage getting put down by the Jinx. They're seeing if they can take down the Braum, but the help comes in the form of Jarvan. They're going to have to back off, so that's going to be a good job of protecting the bot lane by UMB Slate.
Definitely. Nice disengage there, though, by the Jinx, getting that stun up, and Jarvan got just dashed right into it, so he wasn't able to counter-engage there. But good job by U of M to prevent that gank from doing anything really impactful.
Yeah, excellent job there. And now U of M is actually forcing out the flash from the Braum as he was being considered over in the lane. So that's going to be a summoner spell gone for the bot lane.
Little bit greedy there from Sheila to stick around in that push.
Yeah, definitely. And I've just been warned, by the way, everyone, in case you're curious and you're sitting on the spectator account, it's O to toggle the bottom menu, and it's X to switch between the gold and the items.
Thank you very much. That helps me a lot.
That's for everyone to know that. So,
thanks for telling our viewers, giving our viewers that.
Yeah, that was information the viewers needed.
Yeah, absolutely. Just in case you guys have a problem. I know I don't. I'm an expert, but.
Exactly. 7 minutes into this game, we're experiencing a 1,000 gold lead for the University of Manitoba. Again, CS leads basically across the board going on, and those 2 kills are on for Camille. So a fast start for University of Manitoba.
Yeah, and good job by the Jax to good job by Daniel to keep ahead to keep even in CS until now, but after 2 kills, it's just going to get harder and harder for that Jax to keep up, and that Camille could seriously be a problem for Illinois. Ooh, nice damage.
Yeah, definitely going down onto Jinx, and she's real low, potentially set up for a tower dive coming in shortly. Again, that Jarvan does have stopwatch, so it could be a good time to use it for that. But we'll see what he is, as he's currently over in the top side.
Still very little jungle pressure from either team. We're looking at just some serious farming going on by these 2 junglers, which I think they could take a little more advantage, as Jinx very low in that lane. She's going to have to get back or face the consequences.
Exactly.
But yeah, no jungle. A little bit of an invade coming in from U of M into the topside jungle, and Spellweaver's just going to get out of there. And did he lose his red buff? No, didn't.
But here we go.
Here's the gank
going on a top side, and a gank coming in for the Jarvan, but a Flash is going to be able to keep Daniel still alive. He's not going to die a 3rd time, not yet anyway. But Camille's still going in. The ultimate's going to be coming down. Never mind, there is the 3rd kill. That one's going over to Slate, so Jarvan's going to pick up a kill for himself, and this top lane is not having a lot of fun if you're on the Illinois side. Nicely
played by the Camille. Really nice ultimate to shed tower aggro for a second, and then just in time. Really good prediction of how much damage she was going to do. Sejuani is coming in, so if this Camille gets too greedy, it could be trouble, but no, she is able to spot him out.
Oh, yeah, smart. The ward is there, so all Sejuani's going to do is be able to get the gold for that ward, but the safety comes in for Camille, and she's going to be able to back up. Now sitting at 2-1-1, very good record again. Jarvan there helping out with that previous game.
That's right, and Orianna, the Storm skills still staying ahead in CS here, still able to push this Malzahar in, and Rabbit Squirrel just doing everything he can to stay even here and try to get to that point where he can set up a gank. And I'm hoping for Illinois' sake that Sejuani shows up mid, because that Orianna's pushed in constantly.
Definitely, he's doing a great job, Storm skills. I know from playing 80 carry before, doing an excellent job in lane, and that translating super well over to mid lane. So
totally, yeah. And that Orianna matchup's really nice against Malzahar, because you can kill those minions, those voidlings, just with 1 Q, always kills them. And so that's a good way to stop the push, and that's why she's able to push him in. Here comes Sejuani, but I believe gave away the position to Harrison because of that passive proc over to. So
unfortunate for that, but now we're looking over at Tarek over kind of in the bottom of the jungle, kind of clearing some wards. But Jarvan's down at the bot side too. Let's see if they set up the ultimate's gonna come out of the Malzahar, and here comes Sejuani there to set up for gank. Stormkill's gonna have to use the flash to try to get out, but it might not be enough. There comes
Stopwatch comes in, dodges the ultimate.
And then we go back to the bot lane, and Jarvan has starting a gank over here too as well. See if Zed's gonna be able to get him some damage. He's a little far away, but the ultimate actually zoning off Zed a little bit, but a kill's still gonna come down. He's gonna be able to pick up 1. That's gonna be the first kill of the game for Zed.
No matter how much you nerf it, the League of Stopwatches continues, man. That is 2 successful ganks pulled off, or 2 successful kills pulled off by, or plays pulled off by the U of M due to stopwatch. So nice work there.
Yeah. Always find it interesting when Jarvan puts up the walls and like the 80 carry can't be in range. They're just standing there.
Yeah, and I think it was a bit of a late cleanse from Storm Skills. I'm pretty sure he had it, although might have seen says well expected the ultimate. So was able to flash out and get away with the stopwatch flash, dodge that ultimate, and this first turret might be going down. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, first rift going over to the blue team. That is our University of Manitoba team. Again, if you are just tuning in, we are watching the University of Manitoba play against Illinois State University, so in the Collegiate League. So thank you for joining us. Again, there's an RP giveaway going on, so if you definitely want to join on that, basically just be active on our Twitch and be active on our different social media stuff. You can see it on the bottom of the stream there for all of that. But back to the game, we have a 3.5k gold lead, according to my quick math, going on for University of Manitoba, and they're just stretching this early game on really strong.
Yeah, nice work by the U of M team so far, keeping the pressure on, using those lane leads in a real way so that they can snowball this game, and that Kog'Maw is just going to get stronger and stronger, so, same as the Camille, so really looking good for the U of M team. Illinois has got to pull off some crazy stuff in order to get back even in this game right now.
Yeah, you're looking potentially for something to come heavy. Malzahar did switch over to that teleport with that unsealed spell book, so maybe they want to try to pull off a 4-man dive on maybe the bot lane or something to try to make it happen, but or the top lane because they still have that tower at the very least, but they need to make a play soon before the snowball's out of control. Yeah,
they're looking a little bit scattered right now, wandering around in the jungle. I'm looking for them to be a little more decisive with these plays. Braum is rotating to top lane right now. That's Sheila coming up to help out Daniel in the top lane. But I'm not sure how much effect it's going to have. At the very least, Rampart the Swift getting a little bit of farm there. Going to go back and pick up Azeel and some boots to help her with the damage.
But everyone backs off, and they know that because that ward they cleared. So Camille's able to get in here, and the lane gank should come out to Jarvan. So that's going to be one more kill. Meanwhile, Spellweaver is actually going to pick up one into the mid lane. So that goes down the Orianna, but another fight happening. Sheila, what are you doing? Why did you put in the fight? He's just taking damage. He's going to try to ultimate to save himself. The teleport is going to come. Malzahar's going to try to get there. It's enough to scare them off and not let them get that kill, but it does take that summoner spell away from them and not make a proactive play for Illinois.
Totally. So much action going on in this mid game, and really well played. The Camille really nicely baited Jax into the engage with the stun, while Jarvan was sitting in the bush completely unbeknownst to Jax. Nice play there. And the mid lane, as we said, that Malzahar is always going to be a danger for a gank. Orianna had used her cleanse earlier, and so that kill went down. Nice play, nice counterplay by the Illinois team to at least stop the bleeding a little bit.
At least a little bit, but now we're looking at University of Manitoba going over towards that dragon. It is a Cloud Drake that they want to get up and go for. I'm a fan of the Cloud Drake. I don't care what anyone says. I like moving fast.
Yeah, I like it too. And so does Spellweaver coming in to go for the steal. We'll see what happens here. Oh, and he's
still unable to get it now, but now we're going to see a team fight here. We're seeing a lot of damage being put down for free by the Jinx. And all of it going on for Mellight, but she's plenty tanky. Orianna's going to come in with a shield. That's going to be enough to get away. Mellight's going to have to blow her flash to keep safe, but they get the dragon, and so far they're still.
Let's solo Spellweaver.
Ultimate from Spellweaver, so now the team fight is really on. Mellight's going to pick up another kill. Another kill's going to go over the Jinx. That's a double kill going on now for the Jinx. Triple, let's make it. Rampart the Swift is ready to pop off.
And that Storm Skills, that sombrero on the Orianna ultimate doesn't connect at all. That would have completely turned the fight around. Key point there was that Storm Skills ultimate. Really nice engage by Illinois to get that Jinx rolling, and just like you said before, those resets. Here comes the Mouse ultimate.
Yeah, here's the Malzahar ultimate. If you be putting down the crash, there's not going to be quite enough straight down to Orianna. He's going to hit with the W, but she's just going to walk away. But yeah, like I was saying, sometimes Jinx gets one kill now. Starts snowballing and takes the next one, takes the next one, takes the next one.
Not what the U of M wanted to see. They did secure that Cloud Drake, which I'm a fan of it too. I think it's nice, but probably not worth it for that Jinx. Although they did get a certain amount of kills back. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a 3 for 2, so sometimes you say, yeah, I would take one death for losing a dragon.
A dragon,
and
objective,
that's essentially like one less kill you got, and you got a dragon. So maybe overall you'll still take it, but again, if you're Illinois, you'll take that too. You're the team that's behind.
As much
gold as you can get.
As much as I like Cloud Drake getting 3 kills on that Jinx, I gotta say, Illinois came out ahead in that trade, I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be spicy as she now finishes the Rune's correctly and is able to hit everybody with rockets. And it'll be a very, very dangerous point when she gets that 2-item power spike. So University of Manitoba is gonna have to be careful about that.
And we do see that QSS coming out for Storm skills. Definitely want to avoid that gank from all that CC, the Malzahar, the Sejuani. Even without the Malzahar, I'd be looking for a QSS on a lot of members in this game. That Sejuani and Braum and Jax combo, just so much crowd control on this Illinois lineup.
And yes, and just to be friendly for maybe some newer viewers of League of Legends, QSS is the Quicksilver Sash. It basically removes some big form of crowd control. I like to be very conscious of sometimes there's not always like people with a lot of knowledge watching streams every once in a while, especially with amateur games. So anyway, just throwing it out there in case you don't know. That is what West
Quicksilver Sash removes crowd control. Very useful against Malzahar.
Exactly.
Who has that ultimate too.
In your solo queue games, don't pass on buying it.
Yeah. Against Malzahar, build QSS. Just build it. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, and that Rune Lance Hurricane, so much wave clear out of the Jinx with those 3 kills, that damage. That is a scary proposition for the U of M team.
And now this is gonna let the Illinois stall out a little bit. From when originally it was U of M snowballing really hard, this is gonna slow down that snowball. And exactly, the wave clear is gonna come out of Jinx there with that Rune Lance. They're gonna be able to answer a lot of heavy pushes now because they already have that one item. So
still a 3.5k gold lead from the U of M team, and still that Camille's going, snowballing pretty hard, and Jax still is not able to face that Camille at all. She's got her Trinity Force finished. He's barely got 2 items. Here comes the engage.
Exactly. This is the Cloud Drake coming in handy as they were able to look to chase this person down, but he didn't actually just get it away.
Not quite. Spellweaver able to get to that safety of that turret.
Yeah. But it's going to be able to zone them off, and now they're here doing the Rift Herald, which could mean a lot of advantages. The red team does see this, and they are looking to potentially come and check to see what's happening. Sorry, they don't see this, but they were pinging like they knew it was happening. Now they see it, but it's going to be taking forward University of Manitoba as Garvin is going to pick up that for sure.
Yeah, Spellweaver would have, with Flash up, but not going to want to waste a Summoner spell or potentially his life just to get a Rift Herald. So they're going to have to deal with that turret pressure. Are they going to use it top right away, potentially?
I would probably, they're using it top lane. They're going to see if they're going to be able to take it to 2 towers. They have Demolisher going on, so this is going to be taken out real quick. And they're looking to get 2 towers now. Let's see how Illinois responds.
Yeah, and in fact, this is where Cloud Drake comes in handy, making fast rotations, all 4 of them going for this turret, and just now, Illinois is able to show up and start to defend.
Yeah, Illinois is going to do at least a bunch of damage onto it, but basically, you got the Rift Herald, you got 1 turret and a bunch of damage in the second one, so that's doing over well. Meanwhile, Oriana is able to protect that middle lane turret with a bunch of that wave clear outside of what she has. Oh, here comes Jarvan. Trying to go in, but don't back off.
I love Slade's aggression. He's using that combo every time he sees the Sejuani. He's just going in every time, and I really like that play, especially they want to use their lead right now and stop this Jinx snowball.
Exactly. I mean, if you got the flag and drag, you got to use it. That's the mentality you gotta have with your Jarvan.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So we do have the
here's the gate coming in from the top side there. Everyone's going to be backing off though. Not enough follow-up is going to be available, and no one wanted to blow any big cooldowns.
Yeah, all summoner spells up, all except the Jax teleport, and all ultimates up, and here goes Dark!
Yes, Slade, you're using that aggression we were just talking about. They really want to get onto this Jinx and kill her first, but she's actually going to be able to steal away. Now let's see coming in. Ultimate, they're trying to get rid of that. But here comes Camille. Now that Camille's trying to put down damage, but the CC is going to stun her and push her away. No harm, no foul for both teams now.
Yeah, lots of damage put down. Lots of damage put down on the Illinois team, but still nothing going on. And here comes Camille again.
Camille's going right back in, really wanted to bring up that kill onto the Braum. She's gonna have to flash out now. She got herself in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Slade's going to be able to pick up over on the top, but that kill is going to be traded back and forth, so it's now a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, Oriana's fighting over here with Malzahar, but they're still over here on the top side, flirting with taking that tower.
Yeah, Harrison got himself into a bit of a prickly situation there, completely by himself, and they were able to get that shutdown gold, and I believe Jax is the one who got the kill, so that's it'll be very useful for him, potentially being able to duel her late game, which is exactly what this Jax is picked to do against the Camille.
Exactly, so Jax now able to pick up his first kill of the game for himself. He's gonna bring that gold lead still within 4,000 for the University of Manitoba as we hit the 20-minute mark. We hit the mark where Baron's now alive. So a big team fight again. Like I was saying earlier, if you feel like you're a little bit of a team that's potentially a lower skill than another team, if you're picking straight team fight, you just have to win one big team fight. Because a big team fight for them could mean Baron, could mean the game. So that's what they're going. They have 0 objectives so far, so that's a bad. But if they can find a way to get a strong team fight, like earlier after they were able to pick up those 3 kills after the Dragon, it's something they can do. So U of M are gonna have to be a little bit careful with that.
Definitely, and I like that. I was saying before, I like the Sladen game. But the further you get into the game, the less that 4K gold lead really means. And so we do see some contesting the vision around the Dragon right now. And I think U of M is still in a position where they can probably control this area. Although Jinx going for that Rift Scuttler is super important objective right now, and they've got it. So that's going to be a big advantage for the Illinois team in this Dragon.
They're able to see what's going on with that Dragon. It's the second Cloud Drake. That will make them really speedy if you don't will be able to pick that up. So it's something they probably don't want to give up here. Meanwhile, this entire time as we've been speaking, Stormskills has been doing a great job CSing now. 30 CS over the enemy opponent, and has been pushing in that lane and keeping up tons of pressure. So that mid lane priority is leading to them be able to go for this Dragon right now.
Spellweaver thinking about going in for the steal, but definitely not worth it. It was really the only one there and on that Dragon pit, so that's not going to happen. Another Cloud Drake, like you say. With more Cloud Drakes, it really starts to feel like you cannot possibly out-rotate the other team with that speed.
Those speed. My favorite is being Janna and having run around with
crazy. Here's the ultimate.
Like that's going to happen. Malzahar can put down the ultimate. Mel's going to try to counter that by making him seem immortal for a bit. Harasim is going in to try to see if he can pick someone off, but he's going to have to back up now. Here comes the other wave of damage is coming down from Illinois. Here comes the ultimate down from the Camille, and the team fight is happening now. Harrison's going to be able to pick up 1 kill in this game. Lots of members low on the Illinois side. Let's see if Seth can just kill. It's going to go over to Stormskills. He's about to pick up 1, so that's going to be a 2 for 0 for the University of Manitoba.
Yeah, too much of a good thing. But there's the engage again.
Going in down deep and hard. He's going to pick up 1 more kill. Shutdown's going to go over. Mellight's going to pick up 1 more kill, and Sejuani's going to answer with 1 of her own. But it doesn't matter. That's an ace for the University of Manitoba.
And are they going to go for Baron now? Or are they just going to? Looks like the Zev and Mellife are caught, or Zev is caught behind that turret, so they can't really rotate to Baron. They're too low anyway. It's just going to go and push this mid lane turret. Nice team fight by the U of M. Nice disengage from that Jack stun. Really, really well played by Slade and by Mellife to get that ultimate down, to get that disengage going. And we got another pause coming in. But
yeah, we have a quick pause going on in this game. Definitely heavy action and not 100% of fight that Illinois wanted to take.
Totally.
You would have been able to force that one with all their people that are able to dive so far in, and Mellife able to keep them all safe when they all dive in like crazy is just a huge advantage for this U of M comp, and a very, very good composition they put together. But
sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while we're on a pause, I was gonna remind everyone about our giveaway.
RP giveaway.
Woo, baby! So if you want to win some RP, basically all you have to do is be pretty active in our Twitch chat. Be pretty active with all of our social media stuff. It's basically U of M, B, LOL, all across the board, except for this, of course, this Twitch channel. So if you can follow us on all those things, retweet stuff, and be active, we will enter you into the giveaway that we will be doing later.
And whoever wins that, make sure you tweet at Johnny to just go a little bit about your free RP, because he wanted it so bad. It's gonna make it feel all that's bit sweet.
I need a new skin. I don't have a Bit Cyrus skin. Anyway, here comes Jax. Try to pick up a kill on Slade, who was counter jungling, but he was able to get away.
Yeah.
Being able to play fairly safe from that. Ooh, so rough, almost a 6K gold, basically 5.5K gold lead for the University of Manitoba team as they're continuing to stretch it now. They have every objective on the map. They got to Rift Herald earlier, they got both dragons, they haven't lost any towers, so they're just doing the team game super right as much as they're also winning individually. Yeah, that Jinx pop-off earlier in the game was great, but it just wasn't enough, and the Illinois team trying to go in because they know they have a good composition for the team fight, but U of M is just too far ahead, and they're able to disengage properly, get that damage out. Camille, even with the shutdown, has lots of damage in those team fights, and that was just the way the cookie crumbled for the U of M and the Illinois teams. It was just too far ahead for the U of M team to lose that fight. Yeah, and it's to note that around now is probably about when University of Manitoba will actually be the strongest. You have a 2-item power spike coming out of Oriana right now real quick, hitting that Laura, Leandries, and that Morello Nomicon at this point. So this is a really, really dangerous time for Illinois. They right now really want to try to survive as much as they can and hopefully prevent another big team fight like that. Because, again, they're waiting for a late game Jinx to pop off. Definitely. but around now is a really, really dangerous time where U of M is going to be extremely strong.
Oh, you're so scared of that Jarvan engage, and Slade is the Babe Ruth of Jarvan, man. He's swinging at every pitch. He is just going in whenever he sees an enemy. Like right now.
He's diving right now onto the Sheila. Sheila's going to have to force the flash out to stay alive, and it's going to basically make everyone back off. But here comes the engage. Want to go hard. The teleport's coming in for Harrison, and the damage is coming down to Camille. It's going real low, and now here comes Slade onto the flash line. The stopwatch is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough to save Ramp for the first. Double kill now going over to Harrison. That is going to be a 3-for-0. U of M can take whatever they want after that.
Huge team fight, huge catch out by the U of M team. Really nice catch on the Braum. And just like that Slade, I love his play. I love the way he's going. He's got 14 kill participation, almost been involved in every single kill, and they're going to go for the Baron.
They're going for the Baron here. Harrison's going to push over the bot lane just because she can. And it doesn't really
you don't want this fight, Daniel.
Exactly. They're going to be able to take this jungle, or sorry, this Baron, no problem at all. Sejuani's not going to be able to go over there and answer. They're also going to take the bottom lane while they're at it. This is now U of M's game to win. Yeah,
Jax cannot face up to that Camille right now. It is just too powerful. And I want to call out Spellweaver Storm Skill's really nice ultimate in that last team fight, because you missed the last two shockwaves, buddy, but you really nailed this one and you got that Jinx.
Yeah, exactly. You did it when I just talked about that big 2-item power spike for Orianna. So It just melted Jinx instantly, basically. And you saw Camille go in, and they were able to melt a fairly tanky Braum. So it didn't really matter where you're at. You just can't fight at this point.
They're too strong, and Illinois did have a window. When Zev did not have a QSS, that's the Cog mod, didn't have that Quicksilver Sash, and so Malzahar could have gotten that CC down, could have locked him down, and could have gotten that kill, but now after that team fight where they got all that global gold, he has built the QSS, and he is going to be safe from that Malzahar engage.
Yeah, roughly 15,000 gold now is the difference between these two teams, and it's just a lot, and it probably is now. We're watching U of M kind of go through the motions of winning this game. They can still throw it. It's entirely possible. But
it's possible. It's possible.
But, yeah.
The U of M looks good right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, everything is just kind of working currently in their favor as they're using this Baron buff now to push over this top tower. Illinois knows they cannot contest, so that's just going to keep getting pushed in. Meanwhile, the split push coming out of Harrison over in the bot lane. Again, Daniel can't fight 1v1. He's down 2 levels, so there's not a whole lot they're going to do here. Basically, Illinois has to go for a desperate fight, probably.
A desperate fight or a pick. They want to. So Harrison is staying constantly split. If they can find a way to out-rotate and get a pick on Harrison, who does not have Quicksilver Sash, then maybe they can start coming back without the pressure of that Camille split pushing. But it's going to be so tough. U of M really doing a nice job of the 1-4 split push, which is a difficult strategy to pull off. So props to them for that.
It definitely requires much communication and making sure everyone is kind of on board with whether you're pushing in or pushing out or what everyone's doing. So they're just pushing these lanes down. Camille's back off with 5 items. Because why not? She needs more.
It makes it a little easier when your Camille's got 3 completed items at 30 minutes. So
exactly. Nice work there. So
nice
that's
work.
That's going to make her even harder to just kill. Getting that shield off of their engage is going to be ridiculous. You can't even kill Camille now at this point. They're going to pick up a Mountain Drake here at the set of every single objective going over to the University of Manitoba side, and
that Mountain Drake is just a rough pickup for Illinois. They did not want to see Mountain Drake right now because turrets are going to go down so fast. The Baron, when it spawns, is going to go down so fast already to that Cogbob, but now with the Mountain Drake, that's just sucks for Illinois.
It's rude. They already moved super fast all over the map. So you can't even meet up with them. And
their
now
objective
they're going to take it. Yeah,
it's amazing right now.
So everything going in favor here. Harrison is able to push against Daniel, and he can't do anything about it. The wave now pushing in over towards the mid lane. And you see, does Slade want to take that engage? No, he's not going to. He's just going to play it so it's play it safe because they don't really have to risk anything at this point. So, tons of damage going down for Zev. He's trying to put it as much as he can over onto Sheila there.
Yeah, luckily the Jinx is able to wave clear pretty well, so they maybe weather the storm. I thought Slade was going to go in again, man. That would Jinx able to help them weather the storm with the Malzahar. That's good wave clear, and that's kind of the only thing they've got going for them right now. Harrison going for the they do get the stun out.
Yeah, definitely some damage coming. Doing a lot of that damage. The shockwave comes down first. They're trying to Slade! Slade's coming down. He's gonna put down his ultimate. The rest of the team's going to start following up here. He's going to get down really low, but the Mellight is going to be able to ultimate to save him as well. So there's nothing Illinois can do as everyone is playing on really now. Camille's out there. See, like I said, that bloodline shield comes out. You can't kill Harrison. He's going to pick up another kill, and they're going to take another objective.
Oh, Zeb, just so much damage in the backline, untouched in that fight. And that Cogma, here you go. He makes the Malzahar flash away, and that is just so scary. That is crazy engage, really aggressive engage, and the U of M are just so far ahead, they make it work, and they're going to get 2 inhibitors off this at least.
They go hard, they pick up that mid inhibitor, they're going to take the slot inhibitor now too. Camille is pushing over on the top lane, and it's basically at that foregone conclusion time of this game.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. That doesn't look good for Illinois at all.
Illinois is a little lap, the rest of is being pushed in. For the top lane now is getting pushed in by the Camille, and that's going to make those waves crash. The Baron buff has ended, but it doesn't really matter at this point right now.
Spellweaver ultimate is available.
So you have to go for this fight now. This might be the best chance to do anything in this game. So Spellweaver's going to jump in. Good jump.
He's dead.
Like you said for Seb. Seb's going to go down. So Rambo's going to pick up 1 kill, but the rest of the team has left the building. So it's going to be 1 kill, but
good work by Illinois, and nice pick off on the 80 carry Baron. But they used everything. They used everything just to kill that Cogma, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get much out of this. If anything, they just are able to weather the storm a little bit longer so that they can maybe set up for another team fight later on.
Okay, so this is the point of the game. If I'm Illinois, I'm going, okay, we are not going to win this game.
Yeah.
You have to have micro objectives, though. I think, and this is one of the big lessons I think people should have in solo queue. Instead of like surrendering, think of a micro objective that you can do. So right now, if I'm Illinois, they've actually done a pretty good job of setting up a bunch of vision. Even though they're well behind, they're not going to get picked off in that jungle, and that's good for them. So I'm going to give some props to Illinois for at least setting that up in a situation where it's like, oh, we're going to lose FF now.
Yeah, well, and not only that, but if, let's say you are focused on the pipe dream, getting that vision in your jungle is so important because if I'm U of M right now, I want to take your jungle camps. I want to get in there, and I might, if I'm Camille, I'm going in solo just like Harrison is right now. This vision is a potential way to get a catch out. Now, I'm not saying it's very likely they're going to be able to come back using this vision, but that is the way you do it if you want to come back in this game. And U of M, unluckily for Illinois, have so much power on their team right now. They could just wander into that jungle and clear out that vision. And here comes Harrison.
Oh yeah, here comes Harrison going for that Daniel over the bot lane right now, but there is a 2 out there. The 1v1's going to come out. He's not going to have any damage to do anything. Harrison's going to be able to pick up another kill. Might die in the process, but the rest of the team is pushing top lane. Maybe he's fine. Harrison
gets out of there. He's got the Guardian Angel too. It would have taken them so long, and they have to back off out of that engage.
They try their best to pick up 1 kill to try to get something out of
strong.
This. But here comes the rest of U of M. Push off that top inhibitor now. The rest of the team is pushing. Camille's going to be pushing the bot lane. Spellweaver is going to go in and try to tank as much damage as that.
Spellweaver's taking so much damage.
But it's not going to be enough. He's going to eventually go down as they work front and back. Here comes Harrison over to the back lane. So everyone's going down now. They're going to be able to pick up a kill. Harrison's going to pick up another one. Swirl's last one's left. He's going to get taken out. Double kill going over for Harrison. And that's the ace. And that's going to be a game. Game 1 win over the University of Manitoba.
Oh, nice job by U of M. Harrison comes in full HP after being taken down. One jungle camp, came right back into that team fight. Really nice. Well played by the U of M. Really good map control and just winning lanes. They had every advantage in this game.
And they had everything going on for them. So thank you everyone for watching. That was game 1. This is a best of 3. We will be back in a little bit, but I'll give you a quick reminder about our RP giveaway. Again, if you're talking about with us on social media stuff and you're talking about on the Twitch stream, you have a chance to win a $10 RP card. So go ham and get hyped when we're streaming. So we'll be back in a little bit. Once again, I'm Johnny Esports. I'm joined by Wes Rambo here for the University of Manitoba Collegiate stream. We'll be back in a little bit.